Hi everyone, welcome to Beyond Decadent Planning with Erin. Today we are going to be doing my cash stuffing for April 25th. As you can see, I have already done my budget for the week and specifically how much cash I'm going to be putting into my cash envelopes, which is $965. You can see that video, should be the video right before this one. Now, for those of you who are just joining us, I use a zero-based cash budgeting system for my Canadian family of 4. And what that means is that every single dollar that comes in as income is designated for a purpose. In my monthly video, I do a plan with me for my bills so that I can plan out exactly which pays each of my bills are going to come out of. Whatever's left over, I withdraw in cash and allocate to a specific cash envelope. So I've already done that. So now it's just a matter of going through and I'm going to count the money to make sure that that is the right amount of money that I withdrew from the bank. So I've got 100, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that's upside down. And then I've got 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. There we go. And, oh, this is backwards. I've got 20. No, sorry, counted that wrong. Okay, so 400, and then 5, 1, 52, 53, 54, 55, 500, yes. There we go. Okay, and then 20s, I've got 20 and 40. And 5, 10, 15, 25. So 965, which is perfect. But I actually also cashed out some of my change. So I do have $75 from my for those of you who aren't watching, I was able to roll up some of my change, which was $75. All of my change at the end of the week, rather than trying to spend it all, I just dump it into this bucket. And when my bucket gets full, I try and roll some of it and bring it to the bank. And then this money actually goes into my emergency fund. So we are going to put $75 in my emergency fund. Now, I wrote out this before I actually knew that. So we are going to put $75 into my emergency fund. So I will just put that in here. So it is good. Okay, so let's get to it. So these, all these categories are broken out by the envelopes that I use. I'm just going to move that out of the way. And the first one I use is my wallet. So these are all the white categories. These are the ones that I spend from most often. So I carry my wallet with me at all times. I don't really keep track of how much is in there, mainly because I typically spend everything that I've allocated in there for the week. I have already gone through and removed all of, oh, there goes my piece of paper. Sorry, for those of you, I just keep track of this so I know how much is going into each of which denominations are going into each of it. And of course, it's super floofy and wants to fall down. Anyway, sorry. So I spend all of the money in my envelope. So I don't, even though I will write down the balance, it's going to be the balance that I identified here. So, yeah, so let's get to it. So entertainment is getting $25. And I can probably just write down the balance, save me some time later. Erin's spending is getting $5. It is a very short week this week, so my husband and I, we wanted to put that money in other places, so we decided we were going to give ourselves $5. So not a huge amount of money, but we just have other purposes. Gas is getting 200, and that's for my husband and I, so he'll get 100, I'll get 100, and it needs to last us for the next 2 weeks until we get paid again. Groceries are getting 500, so same thing, needs to last us 2 weeks. So what I typically do is I'll get 250 per week, and then I just like to split it out so I know how much I have to spend for the week. Household is getting $25. These are for things like laundry detergent, toilet paper, things that the whole household is going to be using. And then finally, dining out is getting 100. So we withdrew less money, we're allocating less money to dining out this week. Again, just we're shorter than we normally are. And so that is what has to suffer because of that. So we need to make sure we're eating in more. So that is my wallet. So I will zip that up and put it out of the way. The next bucket I go to is the envelopes that I withdraw more often in my blue binder. And so I haven't allocated really anything in here except for medical and subscriptions. Those are my standard amounts, but I just want to go through and write how much I have in each of these envelopes. So I have 105. Clothing is 55. Content is 45. Costco is 30. Gifts are 100. And medical is getting 50. So I've got 110. School is getting 0, and it has 195. Kids sports is getting 0, it has 100, and subscription gets 50. So I've got 250. But it's the end of the month, so I will, oh, actually I did withdraw last time. So I have a new one that I'll have to do, but I'll do that in my next video. Okay. And you'll notice that I do keep track of not only what's in the envelope with these, just so I can easily at a glance figure out how much money is in there, but I also keep track in here, and this is because these binders, other than my wallet, go into a safe. So this is just as I'm kind of planning out purchases for the next couple weeks. I just want to make sure that I am having a look and I can easily see what the balance is, because that'll tell me if I can afford what I'm looking to purchase. Okay, so Jeff spending, it is up here, but I do keep it in here just because my husband doesn't keep a bunch of envelopes. He doesn't have a big wallet like mine, so I just put it in here and he grabs it whenever. Anniversary, actually, now that I think about it, nothing is coming out of here, so we are just going to be writing down balances. So anniversary is 125, birthday is 150, Canada Day is 95, Christmas is 40, Easter is now 0, and Halloween is 75. So I will start having to clump that up next time. And then in here, same thing. The only one that's getting money is emergency. So my car is at 55. And then emergency is getting, sorry, this should be 80. Because I had planned to do 5. And then I am putting 80 in there, or 75 from my savings. So this also needs a new one, but we'll continue using this. So okay, so I've got 50, 100, 150, 170, 185. And then furniture is at 240. Half cow is at 265. Half a pig is 265. Renovations is 135. And vacation is 660. So that is all of my binders. Now I do need to go and add all these up so I can see how much money I actually have. Okay, so 25, actually, I think, yeah, 25 plus 5, 200. There we go. So only $10 more than last time, but that's, I did withdraw a bunch of money for like monthly bills and stuff like that. So I'm still in the positive, which is great. And I have money put aside for specific purposes. So that is my cash stuffing. Super short today. So thank you all for joining me for that video. If you liked it, please hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And as always, comments are welcome. Thanks, everyone.